Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Now. Today is Monday, February 21st. I'm Stephanie Haney. Thank you for being here for the top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. We start with sad news today out of Zanesville, Ohio. The singer known as Nightbirde has reportedly passed away. This is according to a report by TMZ that reports that they spoke with someone with a source with direct knowledge of the matter. Nightbirde was 31 years old. Publicists with NBC were not immediately able to confirm the information, but told 3 News that they would give an update once they are able to confirm Nightbirde's passing. But after the news was released by TMZ, the America's Got Talent host Terry Crews and Judge Howie Mandel shared their support for the family and the loved ones of Nightbirde on social media. Howie Mandel wrote that she was a bright, inspirational light in all of our lives, and we must continue to live and learn from her words and the lyrics. Terry Crews wrote that we are saddened to learn about Nightbirde's passing and that condolences go to her closest family and friends in this difficult time. And he said, "We love you, Nightbirde." Now, she had documented her journey on social media. If you remember, she won the golden buzzer from Howie Mandel on America's Got Talent during the auditions, sending her through to the competition portion of the show, but she had to leave the show because her health had taken a turn for the worse. So she chose to leave the show and shared her story with us through social media from that point forward. She'd launched a GoFundMe to help pay for her medical bills, and it has generated a considerable amount of money, almost $700,000. But unfortunately, the treatments were not enough, and we are now learning that Nightbirde did pass away. We have some of the moments from her shared on WKYC.com if you would like to share any of those moments or revisit that moment when she sang her original song, "It's Okay," and that's what got her that golden buzzer on America's Got Talent. Now, she had posted on social media throughout the past several months talking about how she had always wanted to sing on the national stage, and she did get the opportunity to do that, but that it was bittersweet the way that she was able to come to everyone's attention. A truly bright light, and again, passing on our condolences to her family and loved ones at this time. Now, over the weekend, we know that it was NBA All-Star Weekend here, but there were things going on behind the scenes. There was a task force that was put together by Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost, and it had to do with human sex trafficking. So 8 people were arrested over the weekend in connection with that operation. These people were arrested for trying to pay for sexual activities. And there were also 15 victims identified. Now, Attorney General Dave Yost said that the operation was twofold: to arrest people soliciting sex and also to proactively encounter potential victims and to let people know that there are consequences for buying sex and there are pathways available for victims to find a way out. Now, if you're interested in the names and photos of the people who were arrested, we do have those on WKYC.com. Now, we did learn last week that there was a conclusion to the investigation into the top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point. It was last August that the ride shut down when a bracket came off the ride and hit a woman in the back of the head. So we do know now that the top Thrill Dragster will not be open for the 2022 season. It will stay closed. But the result of that investigation was there was not enough evidence to find that any laws were broken by Cedar Point in terms of what happened with the top Thrill Dragster. We have that full report on WKYC.com if you'd like to check it out. It's 620 pages long. Our investigative producer, Phil Trexler, combed through it, so we also have the summary and the important details you need to know from it. Those are up on WKYC.com. All right, let's take a look at the latest COVID-19 information in from the Ohio Department of Health. Switching the focus here as we see our health officials at the local and the national level, focusing more on hospitalization. So that's what I'll start with today. 1,507 people in the hospital being treated for COVID-19 right now. That's a decrease over the last 24 hours. And out of those people, 314 of them are being treated in the ICU. In the last 24 hours, we've seen 851 new COVID-19 cases. Down in Columbus, there is a young woman, a very bright young woman who has a major accomplishment to celebrate. Her name is Dania Hamad. She's 20 years old, and she was just sworn in as an attorney here in the state of Ohio. Congratulations to you, Dania, I have to say. That is something that I did not do until much later in life, 2011 in California and 2017 here in Ohio. But this young woman, just 20 years old, licensed to begin practicing law. This was the final piece of a 7-year process. When Dania was 13 years old, she set a goal to graduate high school with as many college courses as possible. So she went through the College Credit Plus program here in Ohio. She graduated with her associate's degree from Columbus State at 15 years old, 2 weeks before graduating high school. And then she graduated from Capital University with her law degree 4 years later. Then she spent the summer studying for the bar exam, and she passed that in July, and she was just sworn in on Friday. She said she's glad to be done. It was a long time coming, and she's glad to see her hard work have a positive outcome, and that now she can do what she's been trying to do for so long, that is practice law and help people. Again, congratulations, Dania. Very much looking forward to see what you do with that law license. Now, since it's Monday, there's a new episode of my 3 Things to Know podcast out, and what we're talking about this week is NFTs, non-fungible tokens. We've seen a bunch of stuff on the internet about these things. You might be wondering, what is an NFT? How do I make one? How do I buy one? How do I sell one? Are there any legal issues that I need to think about if I want to get into this NFT world? So these were a lot of questions that I had personally, and I figure if I'm wanting to know them, you might be wanting to know them. So I sat down with 2 experts. Steve Kaczynski, who is the director of marketing at MetaGood. He quit his regular job to take on this job in the NFT space. He's also the co-author of the first Harvard Business Review article on NFTs. You can check that out. That's linked. And then I also talked with Cleveland State University professor and lawyer. She's the professor of innovation and intellectual property at CSU. Her name is Krista Laser. We talked about some of the property issues that might come up if you're in the NFT space. So find that, wkyc.com/3 things to know. Great conversation there. Very, very interesting. A bit of a beginner's guide if you want to get into the NFT world. And with the Olympics wrapped up, we now know the United States has come in number 5 for total medal count with 25 total medals, 8 gold, 10 silver, and 7 bronze. 12 of those medals came in the snowboarding and freestyle skiing events. I was watching those. Incredible performances there. And the U.S. had the most women's wins. The U.S. had 13 medals in women's-only events, and that was just ahead of the Netherlands with 12 medals. The U.S. won 8 medals in men's events and 4 in mixed team events. And as I said, over the weekend we had NBA All-Star game in town here in Cleveland, and LeBron James revisited an iconic moment. His team won. He's undefeated in this format for the NBA All-Star game, and he said, "Cleveland, this is for you again," with a video that he shared of him sinking that game-winning shot to win 163-160 over Team Durant. Congratulations to LeBron James and Team James. Tons of stories on WKYC.com about all the moments from NBA All-Star Weekend, so make sure you go there and check it out. We have the NBA All-Star section on WKYC.com. You can relive all of the excitement in the city from this weekend. Before I let you go here's something you can put on your calendar. Big Time Rush is bringing the Forever Tour to Blossom Music Center. That's happening in July, Friday, July 8th. Those tickets go on sale this Friday, February 25th at 11 a.m. That's it for your 3 News Now update today for Monday, February 21st. I will see you back here tomorrow with more 3 News Now.